been a tough old year of the ox, hasn't it, dear dragon? Well, I wish I was the bearer of good news with a mile-long list of positive stars in 2022. Unfortunately, a little more patience is required before the pendulum swings your way again. Think of it as a year to slow things down. Right, by way of introduction, my name is Pauline Cheng. I am a certified life coach who uses Chinese metaphysics to empower, not to disempower. Thank you for watching. Now, I'm going to split this video into 3 parts, a quick recap of 2021, followed by the stars for 2022, as well as some suggestions or proposed strategies, depending on where the dragon falls in your Bazi chart. So, the dragon had pretty much 2 positive stars in 2021. The moon, which is a star of entrepreneurial ideas. Hang on to this, please, it's very important. Now, apart from that, I would say that the most severe of the negative stars in 2021 would involve the hook spirit. Let me see, let me point this guy. Yeah. The hook spirit, which denotes issues from the past coming back to haunt you. There is also the Grand Duke destruction, which called for a massive upheaval to how you approach things, how you get things done. And if that wasn't enough, there was the piercing rope that had brought external pressures to bear. So 2021 was pretty tough. Now, if the moon star in 2021 had brought you some ideas for new businesses or income pipelines, then 2022 could be the year for research and preparation. Now, the biggest worry would be lingering issues. 2021, here, this blue one is 2021, lingering issues from 2021 being carried forward into the year of the tiger. All these, the black ones, the black circles are 2022, okay? So, things are not really as bad as it seems, all right? Things are easing up somewhat. There are only 2 major negative stars to be worried about, okay? First is the sky cry. After effects of a tough 2021 may leave you feeling a little more emotional than usual. This is what the sky cry denotes, emotional instability. Suddenly you burst into tears for no reason, okay? So that could be one effect. And the second one is the leopard's tail. Now, when a person is feeling a little emotionally unstable, then there is a possibility that you could overreact or misjudge certain situations. Perhaps you take offense when none was meant. This is the warning from the leopard tail. The likelihood that you may inadvertently step on the proverbial leopard's tail and basically offend someone. Okay? And funeral door and earth funeral. So as scary as these 2 names may sound, they actually refer to the possibility of having low immunity. Now, you would notice a lot of health-related negative stars in these forecasts. The reason is simple. Thousands of years ago, when this system was created, people had very limited access to health care. Now, in today's world, as long as you take adequate health precautions, these health-related stars are no longer as scary as they sound. But in conclusion, the dragon is one of those who must also create their own luck in 2022. Since there is no external support, perhaps this could be a good year for research and preparation. So with only negative stars in your dragon column, feel compelled to offer some suggestions. Let's not call it strategies. I'm going to change this later. So suggestions to circumvent these negative stars. Counter the sky cry. If the emotions become unbearable, do seek out mental health help from the professionals. As for the leopard tail, why? Just simply avoid indulging in empty gossip. That's it. Okay? So here's the alternative. What if you simply can't spend a year in research? In today's fast-paced world, a year can lead to plenty of missed opportunities. So what can you do? Let's borrow some luck from our best friends, shall we? To manage your energy or emotions, the rooster has the all-powerful emperor star. This is a great nobleman star with the ability to dissolve most of the negative stars. Now, how would you know the person is a rooster? A, plot their Bazi chart. B, born in September, 90% chance they are roosters. Okay? If it is actual problem solving, monkey is your go-to. The monkey has loads, like they're overloaded with problem-solving star in 2022. But just be mindful that the monkey will be feeling particularly disruptive. So again, don't be surprised if the monkey comes up with some rather offbeat ideas for you. Okay, so the dragon could potentially fall in your year, month, day, or hour. Now, to plot your Bazi chart, I've got the link in the description. You can use that. Okay, so basically, if you're born 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, or 2012, the year pillar governs your interaction with the world, your industry, social network, friends, acquaintances, personal branding, how people know you from the first glance, how their perception of you. The dragon falls in your year pillar, you would probably find many of your friends becoming extra dramatic in 2022. Suddenly, it may seem like the whole world has turned into a Korean drama, hopefully not Squid Game. Okay? Emotional or energy management could be the theme for your personal branding in 2022. So, if you're born between April 5th to May 5th, the month pillar governs your career and work, your bosses, colleagues, and partners. The dragon falls here. Please refrain from getting involved in office politics. Just sit it out for a year, okay? Now, if it falls in your day, dragon falls in your day, it governs yourself and your spouse, right? So little squabbles in this case, within the relationship, little squabbles may lead to big tears. That may be the theme of 2022. However, whoever said that we must be dictated by these stars? There is such a thing as willpower, right? Now that you've gained some awareness of these potential pitfalls, well, avoid them. Don't do it. Okay? And finally, if you're born between 7 a.m. to 8:59 a.m., that would mean that you have the dragon in your hour, and this governs your thoughts, aspirations, ideas, ideals, investments, even sometimes some people say legacy. Now, if the dragon falls here, you may be feeling extra emotional where your staff and children are concerned. Learn to be more objective. Not everything requires a reaction. So, with the dragon in your chart, this is the year to learn how to manage your emotions. Learning to view our emotions as separate from us can be a good thing. You know, perhaps that is the biggest lesson from 2022. Learning to understand that we choose how we feel. That in itself may be another step to becoming you, but better. Now remember, these stars only make up maybe 12 to 15% of your year, right? To formulate actual strategies, well, we could either use these stars or we can use the entire energy of your Bazi chart and we could co-create those strategies together. How's that sound? Okay, if you're interested, hit me up. My contact links are in the description. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.